stiff as this. Okay, let me fold it so you can see what I'm talking about. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be learning how to make your bags and all of that more sturdy using the looping method. We're using size 8 sugar beads and 0.70 fishing line, and then you need your scissors or your cutter, and then you want to go ahead to cut like a desired length of fishing line, just something you can easily work with, especially as a beginner. So what we are after is to make it as stiff as this. Okay, let me fold it so you can see what I'm talking about, such in a way that once you lay it down, it stays like it can stand on its own. Basically, this is how stiff you want your bag to be. So this is what we're going to be doing. Okay, to be as stiff as this, not going anywhere, as you can see. So yes, so now let's get into the tutorial proper. So this is the sugar bead size 8. You can work with anything. I think it's easier to use sugar bead to make a bag stiff. You can use any bead you have, but it's quite easier. It's what I've noticed from my own experience, that it's quite easier to use sugar beads to make a bag stiff compared to every other bag. But this method still works fine for every other bag. So you put in one bead, and then second, and then the third. I wouldn't be going into details as much because I already explained how to mark the bag. I'm just going to explain how you do the looping method. And then you have the fourth bead. Once you put it in, I place the fourth bead into my right hand fishing line. You're going to turn it back inside of the bead, just like this, and then your left hand fishing line, you're going to pass it through the loop. This is why it's called the looping method, because it forms a loop. Okay, then you're going to pull out both strings. Okay, you pull them, and if you have your first circle of 4, and you want to make sure you are pulling firmly as possible. Okay, so you can see that it's stiff and it's going nowhere. You want to make sure that the loop stays inside of the bead, okay, not outside. So you see it's going nowhere. If you had done the regular method, immediately you've done the first circle of 4, it's going to lose. Definitely going to lose. But because this is a looping method, it keeps your bead in place and more sturdy. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat that again. One on your left, one on your right, and then one. Using that again. Once you've passed it in, you pass it back inside of the same bead till it forms this. Okay, and then you pass your fishing line into the loop. Okay, so it forms a loop. Okay, and then you pull both ends down, so pulling both of them at the same time, and you want to pull firmly. Your grip too matters when you are trying to make your bag very sturdy. And once you pull firmly, you have this. Okay, it takes more time compared to your regular beading process, but this gives a better result. Let's repeat that again. One on your left, one on your right, and then pass the third one, pass it back into the bead. Okay, this is the end. You have a loop here, and then you pass your fishing line inside of the loop. Okay, and then you pull both ends. You're always pulling firmly, and make sure the loop stays inside of the bead, not outside. And then you see it's quite stiff. You can see that it's not losing or anything. This is how you do the looping method. It's quite easy to do and keeps your work very fresh. So let's go again. This time let's turn to the left. We're gonna put 2 inside. 1, 2, and the third one is what we're going to be looping with, and back. Pass it through the loop, and then you pull both sides, and there we have it. Okay, as simple as that. Let's keep going. Two, third one, and back, and okay, this is what you have. It stays in place, not going anywhere. Okay, it's as simple as that. And there you have it. That is that about the looping method. It's as simple as easy as that, and you can also fold it the way we did the other one. You hear that sound? And it stays in place. That's just like that. So yes, if you enjoyed my tutorial, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, a like, and do not forget to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. You have a blessed, beautiful day. Bye.